EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Denver Broncos and the Detroit Lions. Mike Tirico along with my partner Greg Olson. It's Will Lutz, the kicker, who gets this started. And off we go from Ford Field. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Right to the air, here's Goff. That's going to be incomplete. Looked like they had him for a second. They went into the bag of tricks. It almost worked. It's 2nd down. Isaac Tesla was the intended target. And it'll be 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. It is a big play there for the Lions. Pickup of 46 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. On 2nd down, Goff. That one taken in. Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Touchdown, Lions. And that That is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive in an early 6 points.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. Now the former Ohio State Buckeye, here's J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he gets this one past the 30. Here's Nix to throw. Got it into the hands of Mims. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing is Nix. There's a throw right side. It'll be incomplete.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. They force 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt for Denver. This is away, and it's a very good kick. Angled toward the sideline. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. And 3rd down coming up. From the gun, it's Goff. He's got his man complete. That's to Slaughter. They get 15 on that game. Good for a Lions first down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Now a throw here. It's backwards. He might be looking to throw this. He works free. Right side. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 72 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. Bates now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Lions will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, It's Bates to kick this one away. On the return, here's Mims. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Throw it here on first down. He's got the tight end, Adam Troutman. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. To throw is Nix. And that one is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. Could they have called the push-off there? They'll throw. It's Nix. That's taken in. It's R.J. Harvey. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. A gain of 21 on that pass play. Good for a Denver first down. On the bootleg, it's Nix. He's going to keep it himself.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
There's a short one taken by Ingram. And it'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. The Broncos in possession of the football to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with 1st and 10. Now it's Dobbins. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. He's got his receiver. It's Cortland Sutton. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A pickup there of 13. First down, Broncos. Now Nix going to look to throw.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
So now after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. Here's Williams on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. We're going to get this outside. This could be a double pass. And that one is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. Could they have called the push-off there? On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And a good run will take it forward for 6 yards on first down. A second down throw for Goff. Rolling right. Open man downfield. It's Laporta. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It is a big play there for the Lions. 33 yards. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he'll get about 5. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 5. Goff. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That's going to be ball in. He's got it. Isaac to Small. Touchdown, Detroit. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And this special connection between this quarterback and his receivers, it was on full display right there. Great job getting behind the defense. And then what can you say about that ball? I mean, you can't put that ball in a better spot. And with timing and accuracy like that, leads to 6.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Jack Campbell, the former first-round pick, there to wrap him up. It is 2nd and 6. Back to throw is Nix. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
3rd down and 3. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And that is incomplete.
Well, here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. That's taken in, and he's going to have the 1st down. Aggressive call there, and it works out as they convert on 4th down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That's caught left side by Ingram. And They're going to work this down inside the 45. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Knicks now on 1st and 10. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he's going to have a first down. They get into field goal range here at the 29. A run with Harvey. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing. Knicks. That's caught by Harvey. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. Well, they hook up again. Second time on this drive. And this one's good for 18 yards and a first down. Now they'll set up to throw. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Cortland Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
The Lions called their first timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Three seconds, all that remained in this first half, as that one's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Now there's a throw out wide. Hey, this might be a double pass. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Oh, yeah. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. On first down, here's Knicks to throw. He gets that complete to his tight end Ingram. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
Just a really nice, simple play design. Just get the ball to one of your playmakers on an underneath crossing route, and he does the rest to secure a nice gain. That's just good, simple execution.
They'll give it to Dobbins. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Big lineman Alim McNeil ends the play there. Second down. Knicks. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing is Nix. To the outside, hauled in by Sutton. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
On 2nd down, a run. Well, how about a reverse instead? And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. It's a pickup of 16 yards down to the 16. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Here's Nix to throw. That's caught right side at Franklin.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. He's got his big tight end, Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Denver. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On 1st and 10, here's Goff. He'll air it out down the middle. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Riley Moss. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house.
Into space. And he will get into the end zone. Troy Franklin. Touchdown, Broncos.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here, takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
So now after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Off to throw on first down. That's a short one caught by Laporta. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. On second down, Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he will go all the way. Jameson Williams. Touchdown, Lions. That is second touchdown of the afternoon.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
That is incomplete. They were trying to take the lead, but they're going to remain down by a point. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. On the ground, here's Dobbins. Inside the 40. Inside the 20. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 72 yards. Touchdown, Denver. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
So now after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On first down, it's Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he's got another one. Jameson Williams. Touchdown, Lions. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. On the return, here's Mims. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Nix, now to throw it here on first down. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 7. Now Nick's going to look to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down. They'll throw. It's Nix. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
And he got all of this one. Headed for the sideline. That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Goff. That's right side into the hands of Tislau. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So back and forth they go as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second and 1. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. A gain there of 10 yards. First down, Detroit.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that. And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is third down. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. And that's going to do it. It'll put him over 200 receiving yards in the game. What a performance. That grab also comes with a first down. On play action, Goff. Flush to his right. He'll tuck it and take off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 2. Goff to throw. Right side, that's Laporta, the tight end. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Goff hooking up with his tight end, Laporta, and they give the Lions a first down.
You want to be a star in the NFL, Mike? These are the high-pressure moments that you can't shy away from. The greats, they embrace it. Tie ball game, 4th quarter. The game is on the line.
And this is intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. They'll take over at the 20-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Dobbins. Room to run at the 35. Past the 45. Down the sideline. Inside the 25. And he is gone. 80 yards. Touchdown, Denver. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. To the right side, that's St. Brown. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Now Goff. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Throwing on 2nd down, Goff. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Texas. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick-6 for touchdown. Late in the game, a big turnover goes back the other way. A back-breaking score.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, Mike, you're just trying to make something happen. You find yourself trailing, less than 2 minutes remain. You're just taking some chances. In this case, the chances backfire, and the other team's able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
So now after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
A 2nd down throw for Goff. Working free downfield. It is Williams. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Gibbs. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Here's Goff. It is brought in the end zone. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Lions. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game. That is one behind the single-game NFL record. Goff in the pistol. On the run to the right. That one batted away and incomplete. Good work there defensively. The try for 2 does not work. Even with their full complement of timeouts, the call is to try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
All right, so you take your shot, you don't get it. But now your defense has to save the day. You've got all 3 timeouts. You've got to get a stop here, force them to punt the ball back, and give your offense a chance to win the game.
Run with Dobbins. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down. Detroit's going to use their 2nd timeout. 70 seconds left to go in this game.
Up until this point, this pass rush has been pretty non-existent, so a pretty good time in the game to get their 1st sack. They're trying to get off the field and give the ball back to their offense and see if they can pull off this comeback.
Back to throw is Nix. He's got his man. He finds Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, That should all but just seal this victory away.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here comes a return from the goal line. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. This is 1st and 10. Throwing, Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That is brought in. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. Goff to throw on 1st down. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet. So add another touchdown and touchdown pass for that matter. He has thrown 6 already in this one. Amazing stuff. Exiting the pocket right. And that is incomplete. Well done by the defense. And this is going to stay a 2-possession game. Looking to double up here. Score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there. And they'll send this one away. And he'll be taken down. We'll see if they want to use that final timeout or not. But things are pretty much spoken for. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. We'll try the right side with Harvey. Not much happening there, just a short game. And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Now a handoff, running right. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it. So it is a win for the visiting Broncos.